probably took it. Now, outside, where boys belong.
I want to look for it.
Out! All day. Poking his nose into everything in the house, that's what. I caught him just this morning lifting up the rugs. In the dining room, mind you. Now, who gave you permission to come into my kitchen?
There's a hole under there.
You're concerned what holes were in this house. Now, look, I am going to count to 3, and I want you out of my kitchen.
It's the only hole I've found.
Might early, Miss Cranford. If that boy's keeping you on the run. Here's your milk.
One more day of it, till tomorrow. Seems his mother wants him home. No account for days.
The boy's leaving. Oh, hey, did you hear that? The boy's leaving tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, where are my shoes? I got a lot of borrowing to do.
May I come borrowing, Papa?
Yes.
Oh.
But remember, borrowing is a skilled job and hard. And of all the families that have lived in this house, there's only us left. Do you know why? Because your father is the best borrower that's been in these parts since, well, before your granddad's time.
That's right. But I never heard of no girl going borrowing before.
Why couldn't she, Pop? Isn't she just like her father?
This is it, our Yeti. This is our clock.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The clock our family's named after. Over 75 years, they say, it's been standing here on this spot. Oh, look. Hey, we're in luck. Both doors are open. I can't make out what it is.
It's pretty, Papa. Could I borrow that? I mean, by myself?
Oh, why not? Come on, I'll show you. Here. Give me the hook. All right, now get back there. Hey, that's very good. You're better than your papa. Oh, I wish your mama could see you.
Look.
Oh, that's beautiful. Come on. Now put the ball in your borrowing bag. Now you're a real borrower.
What's that?
That must be the wind. They're all gone. Mr. and Mrs. Cranford and a boy. She can't get out of bed. Must be the wind. There now. All right. Come on, hustle along. All right, I'm going to work on the drapes. You sit over there by the doorway to the garden. Take a peek outdoors. I'll come back for you.
Don't move, or I shall hit you.
Why?
In case you run towards me quickly through the sand. In case you scramble at me with your nasty little hands.
Why should I run towards you?
Things do.
You were supposed to go away this morning.
Well, I didn't. I'm to stay a few more days. I'm not well enough yet.
Oh.
Did you come out of the house? Where in the house?
Where did Crampfurls go in the cart?
Mrs. Crampful said it was her day off, and she meant to have it. In spite of everything, she meant me.
Yes.
Now tell me where you come from, or I'll hit you.
All right. Hit me. Go on, hit me.
Stay where you are. Supposing you saw a little man about as tall as a pencil coming out of your dollhouse, carrying a doll's teacup. Would you say it was a fairy?
No, I'd say it was my father.
How old are you?
13 October. How old are you?
8.
Thought so.
Can you read?
Of course. Can't you?
Could you read out loud?
Of course.
Could you read out loud to me?
Of course.
Can you fly?
No. Can you?
Of course not. I'm not a fairy.
Well, nor am I. Nor is anyone. I don't believe in them.
You don't believe in them?
No. Do you?
No, of course not. You know my great Aunt Sophie?
No, but my father does.
Does he like her?
I don't know. She thinks my father comes out of a decanter.
Does he?
Don't be silly. Do you like her, your aunt?
Great Aunt. Yes, but she doesn't like me. I'm afraid of horses. Are there many people like you?
No, none. We're all different.
I mean, as small as you.
And don't be silly. Sure you don't think there are many people in the world your size.
There are more mine than yours.
Honestly, do you really think... I mean, what sort of world would it be? With great chairs? Fancy if you had to make chairs that size for everyone. And the stuff for their clothes? Miles and miles of it. And the food they eat? That's why my father says it's a good thing they're dying out.
Who's dying out?
Human beings. Just a few. My father says that's all we need to keep us. Otherwise, the whole thing might get out of hand, he said.
What do you mean, to keep us?
Human beings are for borrowers, like butter is
I
for
don't
bread.
believe it, and I don't believe that's what we're for at all, and I don't believe we're dying out.
Just use your common sense. You're the only real human being I ever saw close to, except for the ones in this house. But I know there's lots and lots of borrowers. The Hendreries, the overmantels, the drain pipes, the harpsichords, the clocks, that's us.
Where are they?
My Uncle Hendrery has a house in the country and 5 children.
But where are the others?
Oh, they're somewhere around.
Well, I've only seen 2 borrowers, but I've seen hundreds and thousands
I don't believe you.
of human beings. And what's more, I don't believe that there are any more borrowers anywhere in the world. I bet you're the last.
We're not.
I bet they're dead. And what's more, no one will ever believe I've seen even you, and you'll be the last because you're the youngest. One day, you'll be the only borrower left in the world. What's the matter?
They're not dead. The Hendreries live in a gopher hole 2 fields away. We don't see them because it's much too far. There's weasels and hawks and owls and foxes.
Which field?
I don't know exactly. It's over by the Perkins Green. I'm going home.
Don't go. Please. You promised you'd read to me. Let me go get the book.
I'm not going to read to you now.
Please listen. Just 1 chapter. And I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go to that field and find Uncle Hendry and everybody. And if they're alive, I'll tell you. What about that? You could write them a letter and I'd put it down the hole.
Would you? Would you really do that?
Yes, I would. Really and truly, I would. Now can I go get the book?
When can I give you the letter?
Anytime. I could come to your house.
No, I'll put it somewhere. I'll stick it in the grating.
Which one? The one by the front door?
No, the one by the back, near the kitchen.
All right, I'll get the book.
Wait a minute. You mustn't let my father see you.
Where is he?
He's working in the hall or the kitchen. I don't know.
I'll go on the side door. The grating by the kitchen? Now I can guess where you live.
Arrietty! Where are you?
I'm here.
Come back! Come back quickly! I told you never to leave the house. Drop that. You can't go lugging great flowers about. Now, come on. Help me with your bag.
I seen him running around the fields. Young Tom thinks the boy's got himself a ferret.
That Tom's got ferrets on the brain. Where would the boy get a ferret?
Well, I don't know, but there he was all day. Running around that field by Perkins Green, shouting down the rabbit hole. I think he was calling to something by name, like, Henry. Henry.
Where's Papa?
Following.
How long do you think he'll be gone?
He won't be back for a good while yet. He likes it up there, gossiping with her, poking about in a dressing table. What are you up to?
Just along to the storeroom, Mama.
It's the very last straw to be deserted by a delusion.
I said I would have come if I could have come.
Why can't you admit you've been frightened? I can take one look at you and see you've been frightened.
Frightened? Me?
Frightened because you're so small. Or small because you're so frightened. That's more like it.
Would I be here if I were frightened?
Oh, you're cocky enough with me. You think I'm harmless. A boozy, bedridden old woman. How dare you patronize me, you wretched little mannequin, you, taking liberties, puffing yourself up, keeping me waiting.
Lady Sophie, I have my own life to lead. You think all I've got to do is to sit around your boudoir chattering? I have business of my own to pursue.
What business? You've got no business of your own. You've got nothing of your own. You've no business, you've no affairs, you've no possessions. Well, your very existence, by your own admittance, is to go creeping about my house, filching out of my stores.
Lady Sophie.
Pilfering my belongings.
Your house, indeed. Us clocks have had this place for over 75 years.
Why, you think you own the world. Why, you've nothing that doesn't belong to me. You're a cocky, conceited, ungrateful little... Why, you wouldn't exist at all if I didn't virtually inundate myself in Madeira. You think I don't know why you haven't been here? You haven't been here because that Mrs. Crampfurl woman has been watering my wine. Take care, my puppet. If Mrs. Crampfurl ever drinks enough to see you...
I can handle Mrs. Crampfurl.